Hello and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chanda Dira Manggala. For almost 2 years, we have been in a war with an invisible enemy. That invisible enemy is called the coronavirus. The coronavirus had brought us to a lowest point. At that time, we were forced to stay at home and were only allowed to go outside for urgent matters. When we were still in the early stages of the pandemic, we were pushed by the governments to do cashless payments to reduce our risk of getting infected by the virus. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed many aspects of our life, such as education, tourism, and especially economic. During the pandemic, social media usage had increased tremendously. It's because social media apps were one of the only ways for us to communicate. You might have heard the name Mark Zuckerberg. He made one of the most important social media applications ever. This application is now used by lots of people around the world. He welcomed digital transformations and used it as an opportunity to make something that will be a part of many people's daily lives. Social media apps weren't the only things that became popular during the pandemic. E-money or electronic money was also one of them. Because of the government's push to go cashless, lots of businesses started accepting e-money as a form of payment. Most of the younger generations prefer e-money over a bank account because e-money is more accessible. As youths, we need to welcome the digital transformation for a better future, especially for our economy. Digital transformations in Indonesia is one of the things that let us join and even become the president of G20 or Group of 20. This means that Indonesian youths are also included in the G20 through U20 or Y20. Every year, the youths from the members of G20 will gather to discuss all of the relevant social issues for G20 and the world. This has great impacts for the youths. G20 is also our chance for us, the young generation, to make the economic level in the world better, especially in our nations. As the leaders of G20, this is Indonesia's chance to give a role for the youths to contribute in the diplomatic, global, and international policy. The results of U20 discussions will support G20 to transform into a digital-based economical era. By using our creativity and skills, which is one of the things that we are known for, we could create great things that we could use to flourish our economy, which took a hit during the pandemic that I mentioned in the beginning of my speech. We need to work together and help our country so that we could recover together and recover stronger. To end my speech, I want to tell you something that Bung Karno once said. Bring me 10 youths and I shall shake the world. This means that our role in building and helping our country is an important one, especially after the pandemic. The future of this nation is in our hands. Be creative, improve your self-quality, and brighten your views for challenges in the future. That's all for my speech. Thank you and have a nice day.